quarterback with the second pick. He hasn't shown it, at least according to former teammate Josh McCown. The ex-Jet tells ESPN he's heard no negativity from Darnold in their recent talks and believes Darnold would welcome a QB competition, saying, quote, Sam would embrace it, work hard, and try to make the most of the opportunity to play this year. Elsewhere, Chiefs All-Pro Patrick Mahomes tells Yahoo Sports he's already adjusting his fitness regimen to prepare for the new 17th game on the NFL schedule, saying, quote, you'll have to change your day-to-day work because you want to make sure your body can take the workload of adding in another game. And with new Jags head coach Urban Meyer recently saying tight end is the weakest position on his roster, the Florida Times-Union reports the team is interested in drafting Penn State tight end Pat Freiermuth with either their 25th pick in round 1 or a second-round pick. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
DQ presents Picture This. Picture a DQ chicken and biscuits basket. All white meat chicken strips nestled next to crispy golden fries and 7 mini biscuits. Fluffy, flaky mini biscuits that you can dunk in a side of warm pepper gravy. Then you leave the drive-thru and your favorite song comes on the radio. And all the street lights turn green. This mini win calls for a mini celebration with the DQ chicken and biscuits basket. Or get it delivered at DQ.com. DQ. Happy tastes good.
At Napa, we keep things moving. If it has wheels and an engine, we help keep it on the road. And if it's on the road, we have parts for it. And if you need a part, you can get it fast, like same-day pickup or next-day delivery fast. At Napa, when we're not thinking about cars, we're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Same-day pickup and next-day delivery available at participating stores and on in-stock items only.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Good day, Gene.
Good day. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
Good day. Isn't that what our Australian friends say? Good day. Yeah.
Yes.
Something like that.
Something like that, yes. Good day, mate. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And is there a difference between an Australian and a New Zealand accent?
Boy, if there is, I don't. I can't sort through it. And oh yeah, right there, this fellow here, he sounds different.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I'm sure there is. It's just like there are so many regional accents in the U.S., right?
Oh wow, and how? Yeah. Yes. The South has many.
Ah, yes. And we're all speaking the same language, sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
Yep.
Sort of. Just with some imagination.
Yes. So did you find all the Easter eggs?
Well, we'll know next year. Yeah, we'll know next year for sure.
Well, that's right. You don't have a dog to sniff them out for you, do you?
No, I do not. Although the eggs were taken to the kids' house, and so they got all the mess and everything else, you know. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's one of the neat things about grandkids. Well, you know, okay, chocolatey, sugary, gooey, keep you wide awake till 3 o'clock in the morning cereal. Have some, and then I'm going home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it basically works.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was fun. And did you hunt any Easter eggs just because you could?
We didn't. We were kind of bummed. It seems the owl has moved on.
Well, he just did. We saw him Friday.
Well, he's still in the neighborhood. He's just, or she, not roosting in our tree.
Yeah.
2 weeks of roosting in our tree. I guess maybe he got a better deal.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
The food was better there or something.
Something like that. I figure it's probably Louis said something.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
I wouldn't put it past Louis.
Well, Louis, of course, Carroll's talking about a guide dog.
Yes.
Who speaks the same language as the owls do.
Well, they do. Oh, well. Are you ready for for birthdays.
Birthdays. We got some.
Okay, our big shot birthdays. Horror filmmaker Roger Corman is 95. Actor Michael Moriarty is 80. Alan Clark of the Hollies, 79. Actor Max Gale. He was Wojciechowicz on Barney Miller. He's 78. Actor Jane Asher, 75. What's that? Oh, singer Agnetha Falkstad of ABBA, 71. Actor Mitch Pileggi is 69. Mike McCready of Pearl Jam, 55. Actor Krista Allen is 50. Actor Victoria Hamilton, 50. Pharrell Williams, the guy with the big hat, he's 48. Actor Sterling K. Brown, 45. Actor Haley Atwell, 39. Actor Lily James is 32. Local birthdays coming up.
Did you know that most adults with autism are unemployed, and a major hurdle is the lack of job opportunities? That's why Autism Speaks is teaming up with Lee Container, the J. Donald and Laurel Lee Family Foundation Fund, and Delivering Jobs to create a more inclusive workforce in the U.S. Are you an HR professional, community leader, or business owner? Join us in creating a workforce where people of all abilities can contribute and thrive. To learn more, visit autismspeaks.org/employment.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Alejandro Guzman, Beto Armenta, Leo Garcia, Connie Zuniga, Nanette Conway, Erica Espinosa, Debbie Bracamonte, Dennis Berg, Luis Garcia, Vince Ovando, Paulo Alvarado, Abby Flores, Nayeli Vasquez, Celso Ruiz, Mary Apalategui. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, in many returns.
Yes, sirree.
Okay. Well, 1 year ago today, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson caught the coronavirus, was hospitalized due to serious symptoms.
And he did recover.
Yes, he did.
He did recover.
And on this date in 1984, Laker Kareem Abdul-Jabbar became the all-time NBA scoring leader as he reached a career total of 31,421 points.
I think he still holds that.
Yeah, he very well may. If you remember, when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was Lou Alcindor in college at UCLA, they changed the rules. You could no longer dunk the basketball in college basketball.
That's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, well, I never had to worry about that. Even with a trampoline, I couldn't dunk a basketball.
Well, now, wait a minute. Did you ever try? I bet you could with a trampoline.
I did try with a trampoline, and I missed.
Really?
So, I did, however, letter in basketball in high school.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I was team manager when I was a sophomore.
The trampoline lets you down.
I guess.
Very easily.
Ah, yes.
Very carefully.
The story of my life. One letdown after another.
After another, yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for news?
We've got news coming up.
It's World and California News headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. Google scores a major victory. The Supreme Court sides with the tech company, deciding its use of Oracle software code to build the Android operating system did not violate federal copyright law. It was a big holiday weekend for travel. CBS's Errol Barnett.
Record pandemic air travel and record vaccination numbers make the first weekend in April a mixed bag for efforts to end the pandemic.
Not the nicest wake up in Southern California. 4.0 earthquake served as their alarm clock for many people, hitting just outside Los Angeles a little before 5 a.m.
It was a horrible tremble. It woke me up on my sleep, and I was like, I thought it was the end of the earth.
And the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is back in session for the death of George Floyd. CBS's Jamie Yukas.
We expect more officers to take the stand this week, including the chief of the Minneapolis Police Department, who fired Chauvin days after the incident and apologized to Floyd's family.
CBS News Brief, I'm Wendy Gillette.
It's time to have your air conditioner serviced so you're ready for the summer. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your York dealer, today for their spring AC tune-up special. It's only $68. That's right, for a limited time only. It's only $68 to get your AC ready for the hot summer days. Lock Air Conditioning installs quality York equipment and services all makes and models. Call the experts at 760-93-LOCKE and make your appointment today. Call 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Southern California shaken by a couple of moderate earthquakes this morning. The first a 3.3 in the community of Lenox, a 4.1 center near Inglewood. No reports of damage or injuries. LA County, the latest to lift more COVID restrictions starting today, though some customers say they'll wait.
I'm optimistically cautious as well. I do enjoy just the outdoor for now. I still very much into keeping it 6 feet socially distancing.
Marco Paez in LA County, where restaurants can open to 50%, bowling alleys and movie theaters reopening. Governor Gavin Newsom warning of another long summer of wildfires with a recent snow survey finding the snowpack at 59% of normal.
We are not in a drought formally, but we are experiencing drought conditions quite substantively.
National championship for Stanford.
Triple team throws one up. It's no good.
Cardinal women's basketball team beating Arizona by a point, winning the first championship in 29 years. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Give them a call today for that preseason air conditioner checkup.
What can give you a competitive edge in today's red-hot housing market? Rocket can. That's because Rocket Mortgage can give you a verified approval. It could help your offer stand out. Rocket Technology provides a rock-solid verification of your income, assets, and credit, giving sellers greater confidence in you. Go to rocketmortgage.com or call us today at 8338-ROCKET.
A verified approval is based on an underwriter's analysis of your individual financial information, appraisal, and title report. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states and MLS.consumeraccess.org number 3030.
It's all about the nose. It's your air filter, the first line of defense against bacteria and viruses. If too many germs get stuck in your nose, guess what? You get sick. That's why it's so important to keep your nose clean, just like washing your hands. Now there's a better way to keep your nose clean and help your body protect itself. It's called Navage Nasal Care. Navage uses powered suction to flush out allergens, mucus, bacteria, and viruses. At Navage.com, CVS, Walgreens, Bed Bath, Target, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
It's page one of the local news, page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, here are the most current COVID numbers that were released Friday morning. There are currently 114 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. Deaths attributed to the virus are still at 712 in the county. The new cases per day, 100,000 population, is 4.62. The positivity rate is 7.97%. According to the state metrics for Imperial County, the new cases of COVID-19 per day per 100,000 population is 5.4. The adjusted case rates for tier adjustments is at 5.4. The positivity rate, 7-day average, is at 3.2%. The health equity quartile positivity rate is at 4.3%. In other local news, Caltrans awarded more than $227 million this week. The awards are to fund safety projects designed to reduce traffic deaths and serious injuries on city and county roads. The funding is provided through the Federal Highway Safety Improvement Program. The Imperial County Transportation Committee was awarded $158,000. The funds are for the rectangular rapid flashing beacons near schools on Carroll Road between Dogwood Drive and Heber Avenue. We'll be back with a look at more news.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
In other local news, El Centro police recovered a golf cart that had been reported stolen. Thursday morning, police responded to the area of the 500 block of Smoke Tree after they received a report that a stolen vehicle was at a house in that area. Police and the owner of the golf cart identified the cart as the one that had been reported stolen, and they were able to recover it. The incident remains under investigation. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Help maximize your orchard performance with the Syngenta Tree Nut Portfolio, featuring insecticide and fungicide products that deliver superior broad-spectrum control of tree nut pests and diseases. To optimize tree health, growers and consultants can customize a program that delivers excellent efficacy, greater efficiency, and higher profit potential. To write a plan that maximizes the short-term and long-term potential of your tree nut crop, talk to your local Syngenta retailer or visit syngentaus.com/tree nuts. Always read and follow label instructions.
It's page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, the Board of Supervisors are set to present their highest honor. The Board of Supervisors will meet on Tuesday. During the meeting, the supervisors will present the Medal of Merit and related resolution posthumously honoring Kevin Kelly for being a true visionary and a leader in the communities of Imperial County. On their action agenda, the board will receive a COVID-19 update from the Public Health Department. They will discuss an agreement for services with Kindly Horn and Associates Incorporated for the design engineering services for Ayton Road Class 1 bicycle path. The board will also discuss a resolution adopting plans and specifications and authorizing the Director of Public Works to proceed with public bidding for the pavement rehabilitation at the county airport. And Director of Social Services, Veronica Rodriguez, will ask the board for a budget amendment resolution in the amount of just over $2 million. The public portion of the meeting begins at 10 a.m. Tomorrow and can be viewed via live stream available on the county website. Caltrans says eastbound Interstate 8 will be closed tonight. The closure will run from 9 p.m. This evening to 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. One lane of westbound traffic will be closed as well. Traffic will be detoured from Forester Road to 4th Street. That's State Route Highway 86. The closure, postponed from last week, is to allow construction crews to install false work as part of the Imperial Avenue interchange project. Well, this week, Mike Abadi filed a writ with the U.S. Supreme Court. Abadi is asking the nation's highest court to overturn an appellate decision. The appellate court overturned an originally ruling and declared the Imperial Irrigation District held the water rights for Imperial County, not the farmers or owners. The decision said the farmers and landowners had a right to water service. The court will decide if they want to hear Abadi's writ at a later date. In the meantime, the IID says they are moving forward. IID Board President Jim Hanks issued a statement. He said the board respects Mr. Michael Abadi's right to pursue the resolution in this matter. And the board has committed to meet its oath of office and its fiduciary duties of care and loyalty as elected officials. Hank says while both parties hold steadfast to their positions on that matter, waiting for a decision whether the case will be accepted by the U.S. Supreme Court, the IID plans to move forward in implementing an equitable distribution plan consistent with the appellate court decision, while on a parallel path of preparation for defense. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says unseasonably warm temperatures continue today, with highs across the Imperial and Yuma valleys in the mid to upper 90s. A weather system passing to the north tomorrow will lead to modest cooling, with high temperatures falling into the lower 90s. Breezy conditions can be expected as well. Fire danger will be elevated due to dry conditions and the winds. Highs will rebound back into the lower to mid-90s during the latter half of the week, with no chance of rain in the forecast period. Our high yesterday, 99, the low, 69. Sunny today with a high near 99. West wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 64. West wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Winds will decrease a bit after midnight. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 92. North winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. 77 degrees downtown, 18% relative humidity. Wind out of the west at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley and Mexicali right now is good. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Gabe and Alma Cordero from Valley Pest Services have been serving Imperial Valley since 1984 for all your termite and pest control needs. They are constantly finding better ways to keep your home, office, and commercial building pest-free. Their vast experience helps promote a healthy and pest-free environment for you, your family, and co-workers. Give them a call for an estimate to discuss a reoccurring service plan. Call Valley Pest Services at 760-355-6655. That's 355-6655. Or you can stop by their new location at 201 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. They're abiding by CDC and COVID-19 guidelines for their service technicians and their office personnel.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Well, Stanford held off Arizona and won the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship, their first NCAA championship since 1992. And, well, it came down to the buzzer. Coming up tonight on AM 1230 KXO, it's the Men's Basketball Championship. Baylor, Gonzaga, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. We've got game. Our coverage starts at 4 o'clock this afternoon. NCAA men's basketball action, the championship, tonight on AM 1230. NBA action, the Bulls beat the Nets 115-107. Clippers, they topped the Lakers 104-86. Celtics over the Hornets 116-86. Grizzlies beat the 76ers 116-100. Hawks, they whipped the Warriors 117-111. Pelicans beat up on the Rockets 122-115. And the Nuggets top the Magic 119-109.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
And Major League Baseball, the Phillies 2, Braves 1. Blue Jays over the Yankees 3-1. Orioles pounded the Red Sox 11-3. Tigers, well, they came up short against the Indians 9-3. Reds romped. They battered the Cardinals 12-1. Twins topped the Brewers 8-2. Rangers rolled. They ripped the Royals 7-3. It was the Cubs nipping the Pirates 4-3. Astros outlasted the Athletics 9-2. And it was the Dodgers topping the Rockies 4-2. White Sox, well, the Angels prevailed. They beat the White Sox 7-4. And the Diamondbacks dumped the Padres 3-1. Mets and the Nationals postponed again. And, hey, it's Augusta. Starts this week. The Masters. Brooks Koepka. Just like 3 weeks after knee surgery, Koepka says he will play in the Masters. We will have updates throughout the course of the Masters from Augusta. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and the weather. Yeah, well, we've got that heading your way. Brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned. Southwest Security, protecting you and your property. They also offer live scan fingerprinting to the public. The economic recovery in the U.S. and China is gaining steam, triggering a wave of upgraded forecast and optimistic commentary. Meanwhile, economists watching other parts of the world are getting a bit worried. While the outlook has improved overall, prospects are diverging dangerously, not only within nations, but also across countries and regions that we see as a multi-speed recovery, increasingly powered by two engines, the U.S. and China, according to Kristalina Georgieva of the International Monetary Fund. The job market is still in a hole. The country down 8.4 million positions since February of 2020. Meanwhile, the personal information of about 500 million Facebook users, things like phone numbers, birth dates, have been posted to a website used by hackers, according to cybersecurity experts. There are records of more than 32 million accounts in the U.S., 11 million in the United Kingdom, and 6 million in India, according to CTO of cyber intelligence firm Hudson Rock. Details in some cases include full name, location, birthday, email address, phone number, and relationship status. The leak first reported by the news website Insider. This is old data that was previously reported on in 2019. We found and fixed that issue in 2019, according to Facebook. But Facebook did not say if it notified affected users at that time.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 99, west wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 15 to 25 miles an hour this afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 64. West wind 20 to 25 miles an hour, decreasing after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 35 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 92. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, turning out of the north in the afternoon. And we have 78 degrees, 18% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, now offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes with Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. Don't forget, March Madness concludes 4 o'clock this afternoon, our coverage of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Google has just scored a major victory in the Supreme Court. Correspondent Jim Krasula has the details.
In a 6-2 ruling, the Supreme Court has sided with Google in an $8 billion copyright dispute with Oracle. The justices ruled Google's use of Oracle's software code to build the Android operating system that runs most of the world's smartphones did not violate federal copyright law. In a separate case, the justices refused to consider former President Donald Trump's effort to block critics from his now frozen Twitter account.
Minneapolis police chief, the one who fired Derek Chauvin, is ready to testify today at the ex-officer's murder trial. CBS's Jamie Yukas.
The defense is really going to lay out that it's drugs and underlying health conditions that caused George Floyd's death. While this has been brought up earlier in the trial, it has really gotten to people and had people here in the community say that, you know, just because you're addicted to drugs doesn't mean that you should be killed for it. So there are people that are starting to get upset by that defense, and the defense hasn't even had their witnesses take the stand yet.
The U.S. sets a record for pandemic travel with more than 4 million people passing through airport checkpoints Friday. That's the most in a day since March of 2020. Dr. Ron Elfenbein flew and suspects not everyone was vaccinated.
A large number of people on the planes are still wearing the face shields and everything. I mean, obviously everybody's still masked, but there's lots of people with face shields and things, and I would presume that those people are not fully vaccinated because once you're fully vaccinated, there's really no reason to wear a full face shield.
40% of U.S. adults have gotten at least one shot. Environmental officials in Florida are pumping wastewater into Tampa Bay, trying to prevent a pond at an old phosphate plant from flooding the surrounding area. CBS's Janet Shamlian is in Palmetto.
Authorities say after this current situation is resolved, they will work to close the plant permanently. But the bigger issue, they say, is that there are dozens of plants like this, crumbling, aging infrastructure all over the state.
Officials at a jail in St. Louis are having a difficult time bringing an inmate uprising under control. Sheriff Vernon Betts says they've been trying to negotiate.
About 60 inmates on the third floor who have breached their cell doors, and what you see is what you see.
Prisoners broke out. They set fires and threw chairs from windows. They're demanding hearing dates in court. Los Angelinos got an early morning wake-up call when a minor earthquake shook the area.
It was a horrible tremble. It woke me up on my sleep, and I was like,
I thought it was the end of the earth.
U.S. Geological Survey measures it at a 4.0 magnitude. So far, no major damage reported. Dow up 361. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
What's in store this week at your local Staples?
Bigger savings every day.
That's because Staples has just lowered their everyday prices on paper, pens, and markers.
Right now, a ream of Staples True Red copy paper is only $3.99.
Plus, select 5 packs of Sharpie markers and 4 packs of Expo Dry Erase markers are each just $3.99 every day.
Shop in store or pick up curbside and save at Staples.
Limit 3. Curbside available at most stores. See staples.com/weekly ad for details. Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. To keep surfaces sanitized all day, use Microban 24 sanitizing spray. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially, including the virus that causes COVID-19. Once dry, Microban 24 sanitizing spray is effective for 24 hours on bacteria when used as directed.
Israel's embattled leader is lashing out at the prosecution, comparing his trial to a coup attempt.
Protesters heckled Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as he entered the courthouse for a new phase of his corruption trial. He has pleaded innocent to charges of bribery and fraud. The trial resumes 2 weeks after another inconclusive Israeli election as political parties decide whether Netanyahu can remain in power. Robert Berger, CBS News, Jerusalem.
Jason Sudeikis created a sensation at the SAG Awards, and it wasn't over another win for Ted Lasso.
I want to thank my mom for bringing me to plays and musicals.
He wore an $1,100 sweater from Gucci with the words, "My body, my choice," plastered across the front in support of women's reproductive rights. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/work. That's ZipRecruiter.com/work.
I know about courage I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
No child in Imperial County should go hungry. This is Jean Oswald for the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Living in a food insecure home makes it difficult for children to perform efficiently in school and to face the challenges of being a child. I urge you to help these kids. Donate to the Food Bank's backpack program. Recipients are children who rely on school meals and risk going hungry on weekends when they're away from school. The Ivy Food Bank Backpack Program. Donate online at ivyfoodbank.org.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank today.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.